What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It's the homie back again, Mel, all the way from Brooklyn, and I'm not gonna have this turtle tank going too crazy. I gotta unplug it. The tank filter is there. I'm still here, and this is a bittersweet, very bittersweet live stream that I'm doing right now. Thank you for the two people that came through. This is very bittersweet because, hello, Celicia Shell. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming through. I'm grateful to each and every one of you folks out there. It's just no secret that YouTube is doing the whole guideline strike, and there's a lot of people who won't be demonetized. Maybe after tomorrow, today, whatever it is. What's up, Marcy? What's up, Islands of Fun? What's going on, Mr. Rocka Vlogs? Rocka, I see you out there. It's no secret, that YouTube has got the guideline policies. We already know what the dynamics of that is. We don't really need to go into the details. But I just wanted to say that, moving forward, regardless of, what the landscape looks like, regardless of what happens with your channel, with my channel, I'm grateful to the support that I've been given. I'm about to mukbang still a little bit. I'm still me. I got some sweet and sour chicken. This is the extra sweet and sour from last time. And you just put it on there like so. So that's just going to finesse and stay on my food. It's good. Yes. There's nothing like the real thing. I appreciate you for coming through. I don't know if I got duck sauce. I got to check if I got duck sauce. Yeah, it's Chinese food. Yeah, I'm about to do my little mukbanging situation. Got my fork. Got my sweet tea, which I really don't need. And yes, I do have duck sauce. But I didn't come here. Wonton soup. I wish I had some wonton soup. But let me take this hat off. Yeah, Chinese food. I got sweet and sour chicken. That's what I got. But what I came to you today or tonight about, because I'm normally not off at this time. Usually I'm either at work, ended it off. I'm here now, though. It's just to say, hey, to encourage folks to keep going, not to give up. If it means something to still be on YouTube to you, be grateful for the support that you do get, because I'm grateful for the support that I get. And there's DMs mix up, which I appreciate them folks out there, for doing what they do. Like I said, you didn't have to, watch all the videos that you did. I appreciate you. I don't know how to repay you. I know you said you're not doing it to be repaid, but it's beyond words can measure when somebody actually just takes the time out to watch, the majority or even a portion of your videos. That's something to, be, wow, admired, accepted, appreciated, loved, whatever you want to say. Rock Truck Rob, hello to you as well. I say to folks out there, for the people that still care about being on YouTube, regardless of demonetization or whatever monetization, it's still worth it to be on the platform. But something just telling me things is going to be different. I'm missing out on everyone's videos on time. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I'm missing out on a lot of people's videos too, Celicia Show. Okay, just show us the food. Well, the food is here. This is the food if you wanted to see it. You said you're up to 170 out of 864 videos. That's crazy. That is crazy. That was the food real thing. But yeah, it's good too. Our sweet and sour, it's pretty decent. Wow, it tastes even better with the sweet and sour. But yeah, I'm just grateful to folks out there for taking the time to watch. Yeah, I think it's hard to watch everyone's videos all the time. It is hard to watch everyone's videos all the time, but yeah, you can get burnt out. Me, I'm trying not to get burnt out with releasing all these videos, to tell you the truth. I mean, I've been releasing so much content just in this month alone. Like I said, in February, I don't remember February like this. But yeah, Islands of Fun, it definitely is. We are 22 away from 1K. I encourage people to support DMs Mix Up. They're 22 away from 1K. What's up, Yas Poet? I see you out there. Have a blessed week as well. I think you'll get there pretty soon. DMs Mix Up. You definitely deserve to be there as far as that goes, especially if you already have the watch time. I encourage you, go to Green Bay's Wackies, one of his live streams, or go to Lunatic Dad if they have a live stream in the next couple of days or tonight or whatever the case. Go cool. I see you, Super Saiyan, Scratcher. I see you out there. Thank you for coming through to my live stream. My live streams are laid back. For those that don't know, for those that are here for the first time, I'm very conversational, very topical, sometimes just off the cuff, But for the most part, I try not to be offensive, demeaning, derogatory towards anybody. I'm not going to let you play me, but at the same time, I appreciate all people. Gay, straight, white, black, Muslim, Christian, atheist. One of my best friends is atheist. Those are interesting conversations, Yeah, chopsticks. In Brooklyn, we eat Chinese food with a fork. Hey, listen, appreciate it, Drone Wolf. You're another awesome channel. Like I said, all of you folks, I'm grateful for. I'm appreciative of. I try not to get a little teary-eyed just thinking of this whole situation with the demonetization and the work that people put in, because it's wild. People put a lot of their hard, earned time, their sweat, their blood, their tears into, this whole YouTube thing. Thank you, Mr. Rock. Appreciate it. You're awesome as well for coming through. And there's a lot of people that had that hope, that dream. I'm alright. It's just, you put a lot into this whole YouTube thing sometimes, especially when you want it to work out. You just want it to be, relevant. Yeah, Island of Fun. I do feel bad for those people that work so hard too. But it's not over. It just means you have to re-strategize and do better and push past it. But the reality is, there's going to be a lot of people out there that get discouraged. And for those of you that don't get discouraged, even myself fighting against, like, wow, do I still upload videos? Do I still, interact with the community? People like DM. At first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. My signal was buffering. I hate buffering during live streams, but this is too important not to come to the people, not to communicate with you, not to be here. It's like the song says, the old song, Jackson 5 songs. You got to be there to be there. We're not stressed about it because we're no way to meet it. It's still growing, and you will get there. Nah, definitely DMs Mix Up. I mean, you'll get there. I say to anybody, but it is crazy. I'm on the cusp of it. DMs Mix Up, but I still have a lot of work to do, because the reality of it is I'm still months away from, being monetized again after being monetized for the first time in my time on YouTube. I wish I would have done it sooner. I'm taking it more serious, but for the most part, I'm appreciative of just the opportunity to be monetized. I'm appreciative to have the dream, to hope, to say, hey, you know what? Maybe someday it's a possibility I can really get paid for my content, and really, do something and make an impact and inspire, next generation of folks. I mean, because who knows? Like I said, I may never become, a YouTube superstar or internet superstar, and that wasn't really my goal. But to reach people in an impactful way, I think I have, and I think I will continue to get better and step it up and learn and grow and engage with other people. But it's you, the folks out there, that inspire me and push me to get this thing done. Yeah, even if you have to drag you along with us. Yeah, I know DMs Mix Up. I'll get there, I'll definitely get there. But like I said, if I get there, to the monetization point, it'll be because of the community. Not just because of anything that I've done. I'm just one person. But it takes a community. It literally does. To keep going, to keep striving. Forgive me for smacking. This food is still good though. And sometimes I pour the sweet and sour sauce on this pork fried rice. That makes it even better. But like I said, it takes a community to make this thing happen. It takes a community to grow as a channel. Yeah, yeah, it's easy to get discouraged. You know, our islands of fun. Yeah, I'm trying to make folks hungry. Trying to make people hungry for YouTube. But also, if you haven't eaten yet today, excuse me, I encourage you to go out there and get you something to eat. You know, I don't know, milk, juice, food does the body good. For you vegan folks out there. Yeah, Chinese food is cool. I don't eat it all the time, but I eat it enough. And for those people out there who are vegan, there's also vegan Chinese food as well. There's vegan options on the menu. So there's no excuse if you want Chinese food. That's just my 2 cents on that. I'm not here to talk nutrition with you. Tofu, there you go. You know, for people that like tofu, go to a Chinese spot, get you some tofu. You know, yep, hot and sour soup. Actually sounds good. Well, forgive me though. Forgive me. I gotta chew my food. You know, like I said, I'm just thinking about all the time that I spent on this channel, on this platform, meeting the different people, just interacting with different folks, man. The jokes, the laughs, you know, the good times, the bad times, you know, all these different things. You know, who knows? Maybe people will carry on YouTube, you know, and not miss a beat and skip on as if things are still the same. Maybe folks won't. I think a combination of both things will happen. Yeah, no, definitely. DMs, it's all good. It's all good. Definitely, I appreciate you, and I'm thankful to the both of you for all that you've done for my channel. For even watching 170 of my videos is a great thing. I'm appreciative. You didn't have to do it, even if you don't get through the whole 865 it is now. I'm still appreciative to you. You've done a lot. You know, what's going on, Marie? Hello here for the first time. These are the live streams of Mel. You know, I'm just sitting here talking about how grateful I am to those who watch, those who support. I'm grateful to those people who just take the time out, you know, to be a pillar of strength or encouragement in the community, even if all you do is just, you know, give, you know, good jokes, good laughs, you know, just everything that you provide. That's a positive thing. You know, thank you to the audience. Thank you to the people that support. Thank you for being supportive of other channels, and I encourage people to be supportive of other channels. You know, it is, you know, it's not done alone. You know, when you're on this you know, this YouTube, you know, channel, this YouTube community, you know, when you're doing your thing. Good night to you, DMs Mix Up. I appreciate you again for being a big part of the community and big part of my channel as well. You know, and I think everybody's important. Everybody that puts out content on YouTube is important. You know, regardless of how ridiculous it is, regardless of how drama-filled it may be sometimes, everybody is important. Everybody, you know, is worth something. You know, maybe some may have, you know, more destructive, you know, means than others, but everybody has a part that they play in this community. You know what I'm saying? Okay, no, it's no problem. Reset it. Be right back. I'll be here. I'll be here for a few, you know. But for the most part, I just think it's something where we make each other stronger. Excuse me. I gotta chew my food. Let me chew my food before I choke. And I sip. Okay. I think we make each other stronger, you know, by just really encouraging each other, critiquing each other, being honest with each other, you know, just, you know, seeing eye to eye, leveling with each other as human beings, you know, just coming, you know, from real places and real perspective with each other, you know, just being honest with each other as much as possible, you know, just lifting each other up when we're down and stuff like that. And that's what I'm just grateful to this community for, you know. It's just so much I've learned in my time on here, and there's so much more to learn. There's so much more to see. You know, I hope that I'm able to go the distance, you know, here, you know, just based off of, you know, the support that, you know, I've been given, the encouragement that I've been given. Just even now, like I said, you know, folks don't have to watch. You know, and I'll go back to the analogy again of the restaurant. People that have known this or heard this from my channel know what I'm about to say. But for those of you that have not heard it, I will repeat it again. And hey, Princess, for coming through. When I look at this YouTube experience, I look at it as if you're going to a restaurant. Let's say a 5-star restaurant. And in that restaurant, what's going on, Rochelle? When you go to the 5-star restaurant and you take the time out to spend your money, let's say it'd be a couple of $100s, right? The restaurant owner, the maitre d', what's up, Pink Kisses? They should appreciate you and be grateful that you come there, because you could have stayed home, you could have cooked, you could have just made food from your house, you could even went to McDonald's, you could have went to a cheaper option or whatever the case may be. But for somebody to come to your restaurant and to patronize you and to really spend their money, their hard-earned money, and you know, I guess, you know, give you, you know, good business, you know, give you a situation where you're able to, you know, interact with them, that should be appreciated. So I look at it as, you know, when it comes to this channel, I appreciate you folks, because I know that if you're here for a second, and I mean this, if you're here for a second, if you're here for a minute, if you're here for an hour, if you're here for a few minutes, right, you could have been anywhere else. And yeah, I try not to be a drama-filled channel or anything like that. Some people say the inspiration is drama, you know, whatever. But I come from a place where, you know, I learned to say please and thank you, you know, and I say to you folks, you know, as many times as I can, you know, please come by, please watch, thank you for watching. I'm appreciative of it, you know, because it's not a given, and I say that for a lot of people out there who are on YouTube now, you know. I appreciate that, Pink Kisses. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to preach, but I'm just saying that, just trying to give a real conversation about it. It's just, like I said, everybody that's on here, everybody that's ever watched my videos, anybody that's ever, you know, given me a thumbs up or thumbs down, or glanced upon, or just looked on and looked away, you didn't have to do it. What's up, Crimson Fantasy? I appreciate you for being here. You're here for support too. Thank you, 805 Roll King. You know, another awesome member of the community, another, you know, cool individual. Like I said, I've met so many cool people on this platform. You know, hey Sherry, what's going on? I'm just saying my thank yous, just showing my gratitude. You know, just grateful to the people who come by, who stop by. You know, grateful to the people who've been along with me. Just trying to reassure people that, you know, just because the whole demonetization thing is going on, that I won't just disappear on folks, you know, regardless of how it turns out, regardless if folks have to go back to zero and start all over again, you know, regardless if they let you keep the threshold, you know, I'll definitely continue to put out content, you know, depending on what happens. I may or may not put out as much content, but I'll definitely be around in the community. I'll definitely be somebody, you know, trying to work on my content, you know, to be funnier, more insightful, you know, less serious, but just, you know, who I am. Yeah, man, it's cool seeing you in the channel grow. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, shout out to Random Life. She's one of the people that's inspired me as well. Like I said, you know, you have the 805 Road Kings who's giving me advice. You know, you have the people like Crimson Fantasy who I've done collaborations with. You have the Random Life Productions who's inspired me to do live streams. The Pixies channel, and Jeanette Pickering, you know, who I've done, you know, live streams with. You know, Grim Reaper, who I do live streams with. Rebel Stay Sovereign, who I speak to on a regular basis and collaborate with from time to time. Green Bay Wacky, who's a gracious individual, giving me his time, you know, in the private chats and stuff like that. Lunatic Dad, you know, who's just there, you know. I don't know if I'm the realest YouTuber you watch, but I'm one of the real ones. You know, I'm appreciative to folks because, like I said, people don't have to give their time to you. Nobody has to come and spend a moment. You know, like I said, none of you owe me a moment of your time. None of you. And I stick to that. None of you owe me a moment, a minute, an hour, a second. So when it comes, when it happens, I'm grateful because it pushes me and inspires me to keep going. It inspires me to try to put out the best content that I can, you know, especially when I get there. I mean, I haven't even gotten to the tip of the iceberg yet with that. Thank you, Rochelle. I appreciate that. You know, I try to come from a realistic place, an honest place. I'm not always right. You know, I'm not always, you know, on point with everything, but I'm always trying to be real, always trying to be honest. You know, I'm not perfect with what I do. You know, yeah, I'm eating, I'm eating. I just kind of was caught up for a second. Mm. But this is you've been watching my stream since the beginning. I appreciate that. You know, what's up, Drive Chef Drew? Another awesome channel from Canada. Got two people from Canada, Crimson Fantasy, Drive Chef Drew. I'm eating sweet and sour chicken. You know, this is the sweet and sour sauce, which is awesome. This is the chicken. This is the chicken and the pork fried rice. I forgot to say I had pork fried rice. You know, and I have sweet tea. I'm wise beyond my years. I wish. And then there's Rebel Stay Sovereign. I was just mentioning you. Yeah, sweet and sour chicken. You know, I'm grateful to the people in the community. Like I said, you pushed me to the point where I remember when I was gonna delete this channel. I remember when, yeah. Yeah, thanks, Roki. It is my favorite too. One of my favorites. I remember when I was gonna stop. I remember when I was like about at 100 subscribers, maybe 100 or 230 subscribers, 239 subscribers. And I remember, well, I was like, wow, I don't know if I would keep this channel going. I don't know if I'm saying anything that anybody wants to hear. I don't know if anybody cares about any of this stuff, you know. I mean, you know, what is it? What do they want to hear from a, you know, like I said, a middle-aged black man from Brooklyn, you know? I mean, what do they want to, you know, what do they want to hear? What's up, Llama Monster? And then I remember talking to somebody about it, just a friend, some other people about it, and they were saying, you know, hey, you know, you got the opportunity to walk away from it, not deal with it, or you can keep going. And then I remember when I was like at 200, can finally hear. That's what's up. Thank you, Marie. And then I remember when I went past the 239, I kept going and I kept uploading, and I started to meet people and started to engage with folks. I think around the time I met Granny Monster and stuff like that. And then, you know, as people started to pay more attention, flat, flat is not where I'm going with that drone worship. It's round. It's round like this cup of sweet and sour sauce. But you know what it is. What's going on, and what? I don't know how to say your name. Inmate 187. Oh my God, Inmate 187. That's a crazy name. That is a crazy name. Drone worship, you are something. Not flat, it's building. Yeah. No. What he's talking about, Marie, is he's talking about the Earth. He's a flat Earth theorist. Drone worship is. Me and drone worship need to have a debate on whether or not the Earth is round or flat. That'll be a big epic thing. And thank you, Bullet Train, for coming through. I appreciate all 17 of you being here. I think it was 17. That was probably the most I ever had. But Team Hodge, one of these. So I know who you are. I know who you are. I've seen you before. Team Hodge. 187, Inmate 187. That's for those that don't know, the 187 is the code for murder. So that's why I was laughing. I know that. Oh my goodness. No, I know it's cool. That's why I'm laughing. You know, 187, prison murder. You know, that's what it is. I'm back and get home. Yeah, nah, it's all good. Life is beautiful. You know, you do believe the Earth is round. So wait, if you just trolling? Drone Worship says I do believe the Earth is round. I think it would be fun as the Earth round person to argue that point that the Earth is flat. Okay, so I mean. That's interesting. I mean, maybe we need to switch sides. Maybe I need to argue that the Earth is flat, or maybe that's some, you know, reverse psychology. And Llama Master says the Earth can't be flat. Cats would be pushed off of everything by now. Well, yeah, we can't have the fluffy cats go nowhere. Never give up. You never know what you can achieve until you give it 125%. Oh no, Rebel. I didn't say this ain't the give up. I quit YouTube live stream. This is not that live stream. Don't be fooled. Hopefully I'm not saying that. I'm going to Mars so you guys can have this debate. Oh, that's funny, Crimson. Me and Drone Worship we'll have this debate. Wild Man Chris, I see you out there. Yeah, nah. I'm gonna be around drone worship. I'm gonna be around. This is just me, Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter. Wow. Yeah, nah. Listen. Whatever side you want to take, RSS. Okay. I don't know what RSS means, but that's there. Yeah, nah, Rebel. This is me just saying thank you to the people who push me to keep going. Goodbye, goodbye, Road King. All right, goodbye, Road King. I'm going. That's funny. I get that joke. Nah. This is not the goodbye live stream. This is not the goodbye message and whatnot. This is just me taking a moment to commemorate and to be thankful, just to be grateful, regardless of what happens, regardless of monetization. Because the monetization, the money, the things like that for me, they will come. And it's good to have Bullet Train and Rebel Stay Sovereign in there, because I met Bullet Train through Rebel Stay Sovereign. Now I'm gonna be singing Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. Goodbye, everybody. You missed me already, Road King. Well, like I said, rumors of my demise or my departure are greatly exaggerated. I still will be here. Funny thing is, I'm gonna be uploading something tomorrow. I don't know what time tomorrow. I'm not really gonna commit to a time, but more than likely I'll be uploading something tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. When I stop, nobody knows. But yeah, I'm just here for the community. The community's been here for me. Like I said, it's just what it is. I'm leaving on the jet plane. Don't know when I will be back again. Yeah, it reminds me of a song. I'm going to November. I'm going to November, January, December, something like that. I don't know. I was in the park with my niece and nephew, and the planet is in the sign, and it looks like there's Uranus. And my nephew was like, "You Anus died," laughing. Wow, that's funny. What's up, drunken one? I see you. Oh, cool, Well, nah, I'm not going nowhere. Fuji's, yeah, that is the Fuji's. The song is just called Jet Plane. It's all good. It's a lot of songs. People sing songs. I sing songs of joy. If I cry tears, I cry tears of joy. I cry tears of the YouTube dominance that's about to take place. About, cracking through to the glass ceilings, the Clark sisters. There you go. I encourage people out there who are far from the threshold. Don't be discouraged. Keep going. TJ in the house. There's a line from Armageddon. Yeah, we're talking about Armageddon now. Well, that was an interesting movie, unless you're talking about Bible scriptures, but I'm not trying to go there with nobody right now. Yeah, what's up, TJ? Glad to have you in here. That is always awesome. Well, I try to spread the positivity because there's so much negativity in the world. You folks, let me know if y'all want a negative drama-filled live stream. Let me know. I can set that up. I can have a death match. Let me stop YouTube. Probably flag me for that. Pink kisses, Rebel Stay Sovereign. Okay, everybody. And I say, don't forget to check each other out in the live stream. In the chat. If you see something. No negativity, no drama. No. I'm gonna be a drama-filled live stream now. No, let me stop. Yeah, but realistically, there's a lot of negativity in the world. There's a lot of negativity on YouTube. So my thought is, why add to it? You know what I mean? Why not try to be somebody who says something different? If someone dies in the living room, I'm still in the what? What did you say? If someone dies in the living room, is it still a living room or a death room? It's still a living room. Or as the cops would say, it's the scene of the crime. Like I said, but yeah, I get the question. Philosophically, does the room change? It's like the tree in the forest thing. If the tree falls in the forest and nobody heard it, did it make a sound? And I say no. Some people would debate me on that. I would like to debate drone worship on that. But it's all good. Vanish the spirits. Now the question is, why YouTube let the negativity videos consume YouTube so much? Well, I can answer that question, my friend. Does that's funny, drone worship. That's funny. That's a funny question. Do they do that in the woods? Yes. But if you didn't see it, if you didn't smell it, did they do a dump? No, but as far as why does the negativity consume YouTube? I can say this. Sometimes we as people allow that to happen. You know, you can let negativity consume you, or you could not. You know, you could be somebody who's looking at the glass half full or half empty. It depends on what you're looking for. My grandmother, rest in peace, you know, Mrs. Waller, she always said to me, you can't find what you're not looking for. And sometimes what people are consumed by, whether they want to believe it or admit to it subconsciously or consciously, is that sometimes we look for the negativity. The problem is YouTube is biased in the algorithm because teenagers and kids use YouTube as adults. Naturally, the algorithm took quite a twist. I could see where you're going with that. No, my son watched the Black Panther, bro. He says it's an awesome movie. That's awesome. That's awesome, TJ. That's awesome. Well, I hear where you're coming from with that drone worship. I mean, I think it's more to it than that, because there's a lot of adults out there who are doing great on YouTube, and yeah, it's geared towards kids, and you have, you know, the Disney aspect of it because you got Google and all these other advertisers that are trying to control things. But you know, YouTube is used by a lot of adults. There are a lot of adults that use YouTube. You know, it's biased off a black guy killing other black guys. That's interesting. I haven't checked that out before. That's maybe it's a story I need to see. I'm talking about the parking lot challenges, and all that stuff. Oh, okay. You're talking about the challenges. Well, I'm talking about the negativity, because I think Island of Fun was talking about why does the negativity consume YouTube so much. And we're going into that's an issue deeper than, you know, YouTube itself, you know, the algorithm and the trends itself. You're talking about human nature. You know, why does human nature, you know, it could get consumed with negativity, you know? And I think I did a live stream couple of months back talking about that. You know, how, you know, we went through Plato's allegory of the caves. You know, how men love darkness, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, some people gravitate towards the negativity and the trolling. What's going on? What's going on, Bracy? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. What's going on, George Romo? I see you out there. I see you out there. It goes down to the nature of people sometimes. Sometimes, you know, people actually they gravitate towards that stuff because maybe it's something that they understand. Maybe it's the negativity is familiar to them, you know, as opposed to the positive. There's a lot of people out there who are not comfortable with the positivity. There's a lot of people out there who are not comfortable with trying to live upright and do the right thing. So sometimes, you know, the negativity consumes them because it's something that's familiar, it's normal, it's natural. Marie says people that are so unhappy it becomes a cross on YouTube. I definitely agree with that. You know, I mean, some people just reflect, you know, what it is that they have inside of their heart, and they put it out there on YouTube. You know what I mean? That's something that definitely happens. That's why all the guidelines are going into place, because YouTube has been overrun by negativity and it's sprawling because of a really ridiculous content. That definitely could be a part of it. You know, drone worship. I'll give you that much. You can't find something you're not looking for. Yeah, Rochelle. My grandmother, she always taught me that. You know, it was funny how she taught me that too. I remember I was sitting down one day and she was like, you know, Melvin, could you get me that cup of water? You know, pass me that cup of water. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't see no water. She's like, look, get the cup and pour the water and bring me a cup of water. And then she just telling me, you can't find what you're not looking for. You know, like, get that cup of water for me. You know, and I was like, I had to do it, you know, for grandmas and my mom. So it's like, why not? Is that my mom? You would never try to help me find my keys. Nah, it's a metaphor. It's just a metaphor for, you know, you can't have in your heart what you don't allow to be there. You know, you can't be caught up and sprawled up in things, you know. Yeah, Marie. You can't be sprawled up in things that you're really not focused on. You know, did she fall asleep TV as soon as you change the channel or go to watch that? That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I did that at times. You know, it really goes into who do you want to be as a person? What do you want to, you know, gravitate to? You know, what kind of, you know, person do you want to be? What do you want to project, you know, on this platform or any other platform? You know, it's like when I go on Twitter, I try to be careful not to get too crazy on Twitter, you know, because some of the stuff I see on Twitter could be a little wild at times, you know, but I try to keep it all in fun. I try not to get too serious, too political, too spiritual with it. You know, I just try to keep it balanced, even, you know, on any, you know, particular platform. You know, I think sometimes people get lost and caught up in internet persona, you know, the hype, the money that you can make, the influence that you have over people, or the influence people may have over you, you know, because at the end of the day, I love what Grim Reaper said, one of the channels on here. He was like, you gotta remember, a lot of this stuff is not real, you know, a lot of the fame, the accolades, the things that come from this. At one point, you could be, you know, exalted and put up, and then the next day you could be kicked down, you know. It's all good. Run, Mel, run. They're coming for me. Oh, they're coming for me, Drew. Well, they're gonna have to come. They're gonna have to come and get me then. You know, it's all good. They're coming for me. That's yeah. The sirens in the background. Yeah. Nah. They're not looking for me. Not today. Not ever. But then she was evil, where she could follow behind me, and I would search for him and say, "What did you do, Daniel? Did you keys magically walk under the couch?" That's interesting. That's interesting. Drone worship. I didn't know that. Nah, they're not looking for me. Dry Shack Drew. I don't know who they looking for, but it ain't me. Listen. You see somebody come through that door, they snatch me away from this camera. That's what you know. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah. Bracy, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you for being here, Bracy. Cool live stream that you did earlier. You know, that's what's up. Robert Carter, somebody is looking for me. Nobody is looking for me. Nobody is looking for me. Well, maybe a few beautiful females out there. No, I have not heard of Clark Cole. I have not. There's a lot of things out there I have not read yet. If I showed you the list of books, the stack of books that I have to read that I have not gotten back to yet, I still have what do you call it? The famous actor, was it Lee Marvin? I still have his autobiography that I have to read. I still have the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi that I got to read. I got books, you know, on business and research and stuff like that I got to read. I just got to get around to this stuff. It's challenging. My day is coming. My day is definitely coming. Oh, you're single, lives in Brooklyn. Yeah, I live in Brooklyn. You know, you're living single, something like that, you know. Living with more money in my pocket. What about the Book of Mel? Does not exist. The Book of Mel is a mythical book that does not exist. There was a joke that started. Is it a tough city? Brooklyn is tough. It's tough, but if you know your way around, if you're somebody that's willing to roll with the punches, you can survive out here in New York City, as those that live in New York City can attest to. At least the Book of Mel doesn't exist yet. Yeah, as a joke, I may come out with the Book of Mel, but then again, people might take it a little too serious if I did that. They're like, oh, you got a religion. NYC is interesting. It's exciting. It's fast-paced. It's a dog-eat-dog world. But the saying is true when it comes to New York City. And people that are from New York City that can attest to this. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. What's going on, Joe Alice Tate? Yeah, hopefully you're doing well as well, you know. Hopefully you're safe wherever you are at. You know, and not to take anything away from anybody else's city. It's just that a New York minute can be like a lifetime out here. It can. A day in New York can be the most exciting day for somebody from another state, you know, in their life. For us, it's just another day. You know, yeah, if you could make it here, you can make it anywhere. And let's put some context to that statement. The reason why you can make it anywhere, if you can make it in New York, is because you experience so much. In a day, you can experience a lifetime. So if you could make it through the rat race, if you could make it through the muck and the mire, what's up, Rita? Thank you for coming through. If you could just make it through the grind of New York on a daily basis and succeed, you have done something that, you know, Ratatones, that's funny. Then you have done something that's great, that's magnificent. You know, it's the bright city, you know, big city, bright lights, big city. You know, it is a city filled with, you know, 8 million stories, or some more than 8 million stories now. You know, it is a place of wonderment. It is a place of griminess. It is a place of you know, business. It is a place of drugs, violence. You know, like I said, there's a lot of things going on. You live in Manhattan, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Then you know. You know, but Brooklyn, as far as Brooklyn, it's a lot of It's a lot of a lot of interesting things in Brooklyn. You know, like I said, they say a tree grows in Brooklyn. I don't know if you ever read that book. hmm But yeah, Brooklyn, Queens, and back. You know, we live by Beyonce's neighborhood. So oh, so you in Tribeca? I think it's Tribeca. I think they're still out there. Beyonce and them. But Jay-Z is from Brooklyn. You know, we got some OGs out in Brooklyn. We're still spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. We still love money making Manhattan. You know, what am I eating? You're probably like the fifth person to ask me that. I'm eating sweet and sour chicken. This is the chicken. This is the sweet and sour sauce. And I got pork and all that. Pork fried rice. And I got the sweet tea. Yeah, from Toasties. You funny. You funny. I'm from New York. Can't remember what city. New York has so many cities because people forget when they think about New York. NY since day one. Much respect to you, Marie. Yeah, it sounds so good. I try to make it sound good. Try not to make it sound too crazy. Yeah, that sound, I try not to make the crazy sound. I don't want people to get all hot and bothered on the other end. But yeah, not to lose my train of thought. Oh well, at least the truth. They're like an old person, little. Yeah, you funny, Drone Worship. You funny. I was trying not to lose my train of thought. I was saying something. Oh yeah, people forget that New York is a big state. So you have many provinces. You have many parts. You got upstate, downstate, come back, round state. You might get a pound cake. That was a rap that most people don't know. You know, you can travel 5 hours and still be in New York. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Marie. There's Albany, New York. You know, there's New Rochelle. You know, there's Long Island. You know, there's Poughkeepsie. You know, there's so many different parts. You know, of New York. I mean, you know, out there. I mean, when you look at the state, there's Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a vastness to the state. The greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and ability to affect those positively. Bob Marley. Yes, Rebel State. I seen Celine Dion last weekend. Ain't nothing wrong with seeing Celine Dion. There's Buffalo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's so many parts of New York because you have the New York State. It's a vastness to it. If you spent your whole time of your life going through New York State, it might take you a couple of years just to get to certain parts of New York. You know, you got to remember we've had, you know, governors and influential people, you know, come out of the state and become president and stuff like that, president of the United States and stuff like that. We have so much history as it pertains to this. Oh, I just need a son don't have to. Yeah, it is what it is with that, Drone Worship. You say a lot of crazy things. And then there's Llama Monster in there. Wipe, swipe, wipe. 44 minutes have elapsed. This has been a quick 44 minutes. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, this is getting a little hot in here, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. My girl is from upstate NY, the country. Yeah, people don't realize that there's a country part of New York. You know, a part where, you know, basically, you know, it's like cows and farmland and stuff like that. Things that you normally wouldn't associate with New York, because New York, the city, is separate from New York, the state. You know, because when it comes to New York, the city, like where I am from, yeah, there you go. You have the 5 major boroughs, you know, of New York City, which is Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island. Those are the 5 boroughs. When people think of New York City, that's where you basically know. Yeah, cows in NY. Yes, there are cows in NY. NYC, upstate. Yes, drunken one. Yeah, people even got into cow tipping. You know what I'm saying? Love it, upstate. Yeah, that's where you were born, Marie. But a lot of people don't know a lot about upstate New York, because there's a difference between New York City and New York State. New York City is where you see more of the urban, you know, hip stuff. You know, Harlem and Williamsburg and Chinatown, and you know, like I said, you know, just you know, what do you call it, Far Rockaway and stuff like that, and you know, different parts of Staten Island. You know, that's where you know, you hear about the I guess the glamorous stuff, or the gritty stuff, or the things in novels and movies and stuff like that. You know, you don't really hear about them doing too many movies upstate New York. Yeah, Miss NY, I definitely want to visit. Come soon again. Yes, Pink Kisses, come on. You know, Greenwich Village, you know, all that fun stuff. Yeah, I agree with you, Marie. You know, that's inside of the city. But when you start thinking about the state, that's where you have the governors and stuff like that, maybe like Albany and, you know, like Orange County or something like that, or, you know, Newburgh, and you're going all the way up there and you start dealing with state issues in Buffalo and stuff like that, and you have universities and stuff like that up there, and, you know, all kind of businesses and stuff that's moving up there, and a lot of whole, you know, high tech stuff that's going on there. The Buffalo Billions, you know, like I said, it's a lot of interesting stuff happening in New York. You know, you can get lost in its vastness. That's why they say if you could make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, because there's so much going on in this city that the world comes to us. You know, I've met so many people from different backgrounds and different, you know, ethnicities and social statuses, and, you know, just different levels of thinking, you know, rich, poor, you know, good, bad, otherwise, you know, indifferent, ugly. You know, you see so many things here. And then you have states across, you know, like New Jersey, you know, then you have your Connecticut's, you know, you have, you know, Boston up there somewhere, you know, Pennsylvania, you have all these different areas around you. So, you know, something about being from the Northeast as well, you know, it's just different. You know, it is segregated, you know, more than people would realize, with different neighborhoods and stuff like that. But you do have a chance to make it. You do have a chance to go beyond, you know, your wildest imagination, your wildest dreams, if you're willing to take on just the hustle and bustle of this town, of this lifestyle, of the state, you know, of what's going on here. You know, it really is a unique experience all in its own. You know, yeah. 9:48 p.m. I don't know if he was doing a time check or whatnot, but yes, it is 9:48 p.m. Rebel State Sovereign. I guess I'll probably holler at you after this is over. You know, Rebel State. You know, if you or Road King, anybody wanna holler at me after this, you know, after this chat, you know, I'm up for the conversation. You know, it's all good. You know, it's just, again, like I said, this is probably one of my last, if not my last, monetized live stream, which is cool. I'm about to hit the hay. All right, Rochelle, it's all good. Holla, holla. There you go. And it is 9:49. I don't know what that countdown is for, but it's 9:49 p.m. You know, it was fun. It was fun being monetized, you know, for a little bit. It was fun, you know, having the opportunity at least to try to get paid, at least to figure out, you know what, look, how do you sharpen up the content? You know, when will I go live again? Yeah, you can ask Road King. The joke is that I'll be live in 15 minutes after this live stream. I'll be live 15 minutes after this. Not really though, but more than likely, when will I go live again? I'll be live tomorrow, maybe once, maybe twice, and I'll be live the day after that. But I'm not going anywhere, and it is 9:50 p.m. Actually, still 9:49. You know, but it is not cool. I'm not going anywhere. It's what it is. Barbie, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciative to you, you know, for just, you know, being a member of this community, just being somebody who's supportive. You know, I encourage people to check out Free to Be. You know, she's an awesome channel. You know, very you know, cool, down to earth person. You know, she does makeup and, you know, different cooking things, and, you know, just all around good channel. Do what you can when you can. Just Us Handbricks stopping by to say hey. I'm saying hey back to you. Appreciative to you. Well, good night. Good night to you as well. Hopefully you have a prosperous week as well. Thank you for coming by and just showing support. Thank you for the love that you show, you know. And I appreciate anybody. So I'm going to the home run stretch of this live stream. So basically it's about another 10 more minutes. Let me close down this food. I'm going to finish this food as I get off this after I get off this live stream. Right now, it's nice to see you as well too, Barbie. Right now, I'm just going to talk to you folks for the rest of this duration of this live stream. You know, I say how we interact with each other is important. You know, it's 9:51 p.m. Man, I can't wait to try NY food. Yeah, it's awesome food. Just don't have too much of it, you know. I want you to get sick or nothing like that. You know, and be careful of the street meat out there. You know, you got the halal food and the dogs, hot dogs on the truck. Don't eat the hot dogs. The detomization, the pits, my friend. It's not the pits. It's not the pits. In life, finding a voice of speaking and living the truth. Each of you is the original way in which you have the distinctive voice, and you'll find it. Exactly. Yeah, you gotta have bagels and try that. Well, then don't eat the meat. You'll be good. Evening to you, Lay. Lay, another awesome channel. I appreciate you for coming by as well. You know, I'm just grateful to folks. You know, nah, go ahead, do your thing, Rock Truck Rob. I appreciate you for coming by. Yeah, we got vegan out here. We definitely got vegan in New York. They got all kind of favelas, all kind of stuff. Yeah, they got that stuff. You know, you might have to do the Google search, but it's out here. It's definitely even on the halal truck. You know, they got falafel and all that stuff. Definitely. Yeah, right back to you. Yeah, they got pizza too. Definitely. Yeah, no, you can get falafels on the carts. Yes, yes, you can. Yeah, nah, definitely. It's a lot of food out here. There's a whole bunch of tastes. And you know what the crazy thing about falafels is? You can get a falafel at any time of the day. The Lancey Street Knish. There you go. Roll King knows about it. Okay. Roll King is hip in the game. Yeah. I'm decent. I appreciate that, Bobby. I try. It's not as great as I would like to be. Falafels. Yeah, you got to try it, Drunken One. There's a lot of food out there. Cat's Deli. There you go. See, Roll King. You don't even live out in New York, and he's telling you more than I'm telling you. Yeah. Nah, it's what it is, Holy Rita. You know, appreciate you for showing love. I appreciate everybody for showing love. Yeah, seriously, 24-hour falafels. You can find a falafel, and it depends on where you go. You know, if you're in like Midtown, you know, somewhere in the city, you know, uptown somewhere, you know, maybe around Times Square, you can literally find falafels, you know, all day. Literally, if you go to 42nd Street, Times Square, you'll find falafels over there by the artery. You'll definitely find some falafels over there. You'll find, you know, police officers with heavily armed guns and whatnot, but you'll find that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a whole lot of things you can find out in New York. You just have to know where to look. You know, but yeah, I'm not a big falafel guy, but they're out here. You know, and you can get them hot too. You can definitely get them hot. Tell them Mel sent you. You know, seriously. You know, yeah. Please even like I try to keep it cool. Yeah, nah. I am hanging in. I am hanging in there. Believe me, Bobby, I'm hanging in there. You know, it's just, I'm just taking the time out to, you know, really just be appreciative, because this is looking like this is gonna be probably one of my last monetized live streams for a while. Unless I go live 15 minutes later, which I probably am not gonna do. But this is just, yeah, St. Patrick's hot dog. They actually have those right outside of St. Patrick's. You can get that. They're gonna charge you a little bit more because of the tourist prices and stuff like that. Tell them don't hit you with the tourist price. Tell them Mel said don't hit you with the tourist price. And if you have to come in and get me, I'll make sure you get it for free. Start spreading the news. I'll leave it at bay. Hear my remix. That's funny. That's funny, just us. But like I said, I'm just taking the time out to just say my thank yous and show my appreciations and whatnot, and let folks know I'll still be around. I mean, I don't know in what capacity, but more than likely, like I said, I'll give it the effort, give it the try, see what this new landscape is going to look like on YouTube. You know, you never know. Like I said, it could be a situation where I don't miss a beat. You know, I don't skip a beat as far as what I do, my content, how I you know, present myself, and what I'm able to say or not able to say. There's going to be a lot of changes, I guess, for people. You know, a lot more to come. You know, you never know. I ain't hit the mark. Nah, I didn't hit that mark. Nah, I came short. You know, but it's what it is. It's just one of those things where, you know, it's just not my time. It's really not my time. I'm kind of grateful though, because of the fact that, you know what, it is a chance for me to just really just push myself and test myself and see where this whole thing is gonna go. They clowning. Well, it is what it is. You know, everybody's not gonna hit the mark, but I encourage people who haven't hit the mark, who are on the cusp or not even on the cusp, people that are new YouTubers, you know what, find your voice. Like Rebel State Sovereign was saying, find your voice, find what makes it unique for you, what makes it special and engaging for you, and just, there you go. Yeah, I'm close, but not as close as I would like to be. I'm at 86,000, maybe 87,000 minutes, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if they're going to reset, because if they reset it, then I'm at 0. So who knows? But even if they reset it to 0, I've been shown so much love that I won't be able to just walk away and ignore what's going on. I have to really push it and say, you know what, let's see where it goes. Let's see if I could come out with a viral video, or let's see if I could get thousands of views on my videos. Well, I wish you well on your videos and your journey as well too. I wish everybody well, even for those folks that are monetized, even for those folks that are doing their thing. I'd say be appreciative and don't forget where you came from, and appreciate your community, show respect for those people who still come by and patronize, give you patronage and all that stuff. Yeah, rules change every day on YouTube, but they affect us all. Whether we're up, whether we're down, whether we're somewhere close or around. Yeah, no, we got to work together, but work together in a way it doesn't seem like we're colluding, or trying to cheat the system, because there are people among us who will complain. There are people among us who will whine and moan. That will whine and moan. Like I said, hashtag big YouTubers. But it is what it is. Like I said, I mean, like I said, it's nothing. It's all love. Like I said, you still just, show support and whatnot. I still encourage people to come and use the platform. I still encourage people just to, find ways to make better content, find ways to be more engaging, find ways to find your niche or your voice, to be more entertaining, to be more educational, just to be more uplifting, to be more useful or relevant to the community. It's definitely possible. It's definitely a lot more room for growth, on YouTube and the greater internet itself and social media and stuff like that. You never know. I can have a viral video tomorrow. You never know. Exactly, you never know. But you know what, Roll King? I don't want a viral video tomorrow. I don't. Knowing me, how I am, I'm crazy. I don't want a viral video. I want consistent support. I want consistent content. I want quality content. I mean, if I get a viral video, let it be because, that's just what the kids or the people wanted, Stream it and YouTube are growing. Exactly. DTube. Okay. There's a lot of things going. There's a lot of opportunities, I see more of a city. Well, yeah, you'll see more of my city. You will. You'll see more of it. As far as, the people struggling in it, I got to be careful with that too, because I can't just walk up on people and be like, just tell me your struggle. Maybe I might have to have a couple of homies walk up with me. I just want people to be able to comment on my videos, as silly as that sounds. No, Marie, that doesn't sound silly at all. It doesn't sound silly at all. Having people to comment on your videos and give feedback and be engaged in the community, that's what this is about. This is one of the reasons my channel grew, because I started live streaming and going to other people's live streams and communicating and really just responding to comments and saying stuff and doing things and just really being there. That's part of it, is just showing up and being there, being a part of something bigger than yourself. And that's what this is. No, not as it was just things from your perspective. Yeah, no, I could definitely do that. Just us, it's different ways of doing content and putting things out there. I say to anybody out there that's putting content out there or just doing anything, make sure that it's from the heart. Make sure it's from you. Make sure that whatever you put out there is your truest self. Make sure that you putting something out there that you're passionate about. Not just for the money, which, don't get me wrong, we all want to make money. Support is awesome. Share the love. I agree with you, Dry Shaft Drew. I definitely agree with you. But stay true. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to why you're here on YouTube. If it is about the money, then, be honest about that. But also still try to deliver something quality and relevant and uplifting or just entertaining to the people. That'll get you your money. Maybe I wasn't entertaining enough. Maybe it wasn't inspiring enough. Maybe it's just not my time. But for the time that I did have on this platform, yeah, hopefully we all grow richer, real thing. For the time that I did have monetized on this platform, I'm grateful to, because I know it could have been different. It doesn't. I mean, I've been blessed. I've been lucky. I've been fortunate just to even have the opportunity. Maybe I just didn't step up to the plate, but it doesn't mean I'm a failure. I haven't given up. It just means I need to change the strategy and do different things. I'm realistic with myself. You know, yeah, yeah, it did grow drive shaft, but still, you know, I came up a little short, and like I said, I still have a lot more growth to grow, and it's about just staying in there. And one of the reasons why I stay in there and stay around is because of folks like you, Drive Shaft Drew, the Road Kings, you know, the Rebel State Sovereigns, the Grim Reapers, the Dark Matters, the Cab Sevens, the Juice, the Wesley Nash, the Pride Fultzes of the world, you know, even the Evan Carmichaels, the big YouTubers every once in a while that give me a throw me a bone, the Sarah Dietschys, the Eric Conovers, you know, the Roberto Blakes that, you know, on Twitter, you know, like I said, you know, the people like, you know, Free to Be Barbie, you know, like I said, there's so many people, the DMs mix-ups, the George Romos, you know, the Island of Fun, you know, like I said, so many people, Salty Nuts, Granny Monster, Pet Monster, Llama Monster, you know, the whole Monster family, Monster Chick, you know, like I said, Jidlet. I mean, there's so many people I could shout out that I could name, you know, so many people that I could just think about, you know, like I said, yeah, it's a lot of folks, there's a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's a few minutes of basic comments. Well, it's like that. It's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy. But like I said, I won't keep you folks on here too long. I just, wow, it's been a journey, and hopefully, yeah, it's deep, it's deep, it's deep. It's been a journey. It's been a journey, and hopefully the journey continues. Hopefully, I know everybody is not going to be encouraged. There's going to be a lot of people that's discouraged by this change. It just means that we have to work together. Like Marie was saying, we just really have to work together. We really just have to encourage each other and lift each other up. It's like I told Rebel State Sovereign one time, this is the time where you find out, you know, about, you know, support and who really cares and who's really there for you. Like a special consideration and shout out to DM's Mix Up for doing something that, you know, most people just don't do. They said that they would watch, you know, basically most of, or if not all of my videos, and they went through 170 of my videos. When you have stuff like that happens, you know, it's hard to just walk away and say, you know what, screw this, screw YouTube, screw the guidelines. I can't just walk away when there are people like Cargo 619 who are saying, you know what, I would do just the same, or George Romo who said he would do just the same as well. You know, the people who really support, that watch, that are there. Even people that I don't normally talk to, or people I stopped talking to, ex-girlfriends and stuff, watch my stuff, give me thumbs down and troll me on the low. You know, people that, you know, like I said, people, my mother, you know, even gives me words of encouragement and stuff like that. You know, like I said, and I'm not doing this live stream just for me. I'm doing this live stream because there are a lot of you out there who are discouraged. There's a lot of you out there who may feel like it's over. It's only over if you say it's over. And until it is over, as far as there's no platform or no way to speak and no way to inspire, to entertain, to make money, there are ways to still make money on YouTube. You know, there are ways to still get sponsorships. There's ways to still put out product. There are ways to really just engage and grow and build up your audience and become stronger. Because me personally, I think the people that come through this patch of the guidelines and all the nonsense that YouTube has going on, because it's a lot of it is nonsense, I think you'll be stronger than ever. So for those folks who go from being demonetized to being monetized and going through the hoops and the loops and the rigmarole of it all, I think you personally will become stronger. And you may even have an edge up on the people who were pushed into it because they were already good. They can get comfortable. You have people now who are monetized and they've been monetized and they didn't have to worry about whether they have to change the content, whether they have to get through the guidelines or change who they are and what they are. But there's people who constantly had to adapt. You know, exactly. Be true to yourself. So you have a chance to shine through. You have a chance to, you know, become stronger, adapt, become more attuned to what's going on. You know, to really say, okay, well, this is what it takes. You know, so it's not over. You know, it's really up to you. You know, you decide when it's over, unless, you know, you're really just taking out the game and they just change the rules up. But even then, if for all those people out there to get their channels taken away in YouTube for whatever reason, it's still not over, because guess what? Here's the beauty of it. And I'll get closer and I'll say this. Here's the beauty of it. If they take your channel off of YouTube, if they take your monetization, if they take your monetization away, guess what? You can still go somewhere else and take the skills and everything that you've learned and do it on another channel, on another platform. And you could do your own thing. Now, I'll say that again for those people who lean in real close, and I'll say this again. If YouTube demonetizes your channel, if they take away your channel, if they make it harder, take all that you've learned and use it elsewhere. And I guarantee you, things will start to change. Things will start to happen. For those people that still want to make this YouTube thing something, and maybe it's some personal goal or you have something that you want to prove to yourself, that's cool too. You know, but the thing is, see the challenge, take it on, be realistic with yourself. And some people may not have the time. There's folks out there who don't have the time to really deal with it, and you know, life changes and all that stuff. You may not have it, but yeah, that's what it is, Road King. You know, but there's many different options. You know, and those are options that we'll probably discuss in a future date, in another time later. Like I said, as I've already gone over the hour mark, and I've appreciated all of you folks coming in. I think at one point I've had 18 people in the live stream. That's the most I've ever had in a live stream. You know, if anybody wants to do me a favor, just for you know, yeah, the one time. Now I'm not gonna curse on the live stream for giggles, for bleep and giggles. If you want to do me a real solid, just find 1,000 people to watch this 1 hour video, and you know, watch it 4 times, and I've made about 4,000 hours. I know that probably may not happen. It is what it is. But like I said, either way, I'll still keep pressing away, keep plugging away. I appreciate everybody for the thumbs up. I appreciate everybody for the comments. I appreciate everybody for the loves, the support, the comments, the criticisms, everything, the whole experience of what you've given me. You've helped make me a better creator, you know, a better person. You know, all the best to you, George Romo. All the best to you all. And as always, I'm gonna pause, wait for it. As always, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Thank you for watching. Signing off. Yours truly, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, Mel Mel.